Keep your money right, your friends tight. Keep your head high. Be who you wanna be. Don't forget to breathe. When you're down, you stand up taller. Don't forget to drink your water. You're smart as hell, you fought this daughter. Oh, don't you forget it. We both know that you're not flawless. That don't mean you ain't a goddess. If you still don't believe, you better.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have comments from Judge Pete Smith on our AOB Championship female class.
I think all these guys here need a big round of applause for everybody sitting in the audience. That's been a pretty impressive set of females today. My selections are going to be pretty obvious here. I'm looking for something that's kind of in the middle. I'm not looking for something that's overfed. I don't think that's practical, but we got to have them in shape to be in town. Cows, these two cows with calves, you can see that they're working on them. Overall, good set of females here, and I'll go make my selections.
Well, congratulations to the Uremko family. Your champion AOB female is your heifer calf champion from Carpathian Land and Livestock with entry 1722. That is Miss Rasilvia 71G. She will represent the AOB section, and congratulations to Kyle's Main heifer calf is our AOB champion, and reserve, keeping it in the same division, is the entry from Robertson West Livestock with RWLT 16G. That's your Galloway heifer calf, and she is going to be reserve. Congratulations to those two as you represent the AOB division. Now, folks, remember, we are not taking a picture break. We're going to roll right into our bull calves next. And a heads up to our amazing Champion of the World presenters. We will be doing that presentation next.
And after that last-minute look, we'll have comments from Judge Riley Mader now on our Speckle Park Mature Bulls. Folks, here's Riley.
Well, I think a really tough split between these top two bulls. Again, it comes down to a personal preference type of thing. We got to analyze these cattle for the way we see them, and it's only our opinion. I know I mentioned that earlier. The bull we're going to lead the class off with, I think what brings him to the top for us is his athletic ability. You watch this bull get out and travel. He's got a great big foot underneath him. He really strides out. He's got good flex to his joints. He's got a really nice bone structure to him. A bull that probably is a little greener in condition, I suppose, when you compare our top two bulls here today. But you get behind him, he's got a lot of top to him, he's got a lot of lower quarter to him. A bull that just kind of has that cool cat look to him. I mean, I really like the front end through this bull. I really like the skull to this bull. I like a lot of things about him. I mean, if you put another 150 pounds on that bull like the second place bull has, I think you could probably see more what we're looking at here. Anyways, it's really tough split between these two bulls. I guess what it's probably going to differentiate these two bulls today is surely strictly on movement. We analyze our second place bull. I'd like to free him up a little bit through that front shoulder. He just gets a little straight from the top of the shoulder right down to the foot, and it just restricts him a little bit. And now it's just a little being a little critic, I guess, or yeah, a little thing on this bull. There's a lot of good things about this bull. He's huge topped, he's soft middle, he's got a lot of quarter and a lot of shape to him. Two very good bulls, two very different bulls, I guess. And the hardest thing to do is stand up here and justify what you did. And I hope I explained myself good enough. When it come down to it, it's surely going to be strictly on movement of these two bulls. And we liked how the first place bull moved a little bit better. We get into the third place bull, a lot of really good things you like about this bull too. He's got big testicles hanging down underneath him. He's got a lot of muscle dimension through that back quarter. A bull that's just a little greener probably coming to town here today, but I can respect that. I mean, these bulls get out and breed cows, you hope, throughout the year. And here's a bull that I can almost guarantee saw some cattle, and I like to see that. You like the foot structure underneath this bull, you like the front end of this bull. Three very good individuals, a very tough class to evaluate, and sorry we took a little bit longer, but we just need to have a few seconds, I guess, and a little deliberation between the two of us. So congratulations.
And many thank you to Judge Mader. Entry 2077 is our first place bull. DAM Dots 94A Electric 31E from McAleer Ranching of Unity, Saskatchewan. Dustin McAleer and Drew Lair. That is our senior champion and first place in the class. And we'll be coming right back in for our Grand Champion Drive, and we'll be joined by Tel Calvert of MT Bar Ranch with MT Bar Eddie the Eagle 01E, entry 2079, second in that class and reserve senior champion. If you're marking your show program, entry 2077 is first, 2079 second, and 2078 is third in class. We'll roll right into our Speckle Park Grand Champion Drive, and once we have introduced you to our 6 contenders, we will move into our 2018 Speckle Park Champion of the World presentation.
In ring number 2, we are looking for our 6 contenders as well. Rob, with class number 9, this is our bull calf class. It's also going to be our championship class, so we need 6 entries.
And here come our Speckle Park champions, our bull calf champion. Entry 2072, Outback Rooman 1G from Outback Stock Farms, Wayne Meekin and crew of Sturgeon County, Alberta. That's our bull calf champion. Our reserve bull calf champion, entry 2071, MX Gambler from MX Ranch of Neilburg, Saskatchewan. That's Max Graham and his team. Our junior champion was entry 2075, Wolf Lake Field Ready 52F from Wolf Lake Speckle Park, Dan and Heather Brundage and family of Bonnyville, Alberta. And Wolf Lake Speckle Park. Our reserve junior champion female, entry 2074, Wolf Lake again, with Wolf Lake Fred 43F. And our most recently declared division champions, entry 2077, our senior champion, DAM Dots 94A Electric 31E from Drew Lair and Dustin McAleer of McAleer Ranching at Unity, Saskatchewan. And our reserve senior champion, entry 2079, MT Bar Eddie the Eagle 01E from Tel Calvert of Drayton Valley, Alberta, and his MT Bar Ranch outfit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Grand Champion Speckle Park Bull Class. Our judges are Riley and Jill Mader, and we're very excited to have had them evaluate and adjudicate our Speckle Park show this year, always one of the popular shows of Farm for International. Of course, Riley and Jill know what it takes to have a champion here in the ring, make a champion, breed a champion. They've been doing it their whole lives, and they're doing it better right now than they ever have been before.
Attention in the barns. In 7 minutes in the garden court outside Hall B will be a farm business planning and facing financial challenges learning session. Once again, that's in the garden court outside of Hall B. Farm business planning and facing financial challenges learning schedule.
Well, a real challenge that was taking place about a year ago, just after this show and just after Agribition, was the 2018 Speckle Park Champion of the World competition. It took place last year from the 1st to the 14th of December. This was the 7th time that this annual competition had taken place, but the first time for the Speckle Park breed to be included. More than 1,000 entries from 77 countries, featuring 16 breeds, were represented in the 2018 competition. Champion Speckle Park cattle from 4 different countries were judged by 4 official judges. Carlos Ojea Ruyan from Argentina, James McWilliam from Australia, the best named judge on the face of the planet, Boomer Birch from England, and Mark McClintock from USA. The two regional champions in the Miss World competition were from Australia and Canada, and we're very fortunate to be able to have these folks here with us. PJ Butler's down by the Dodge truck and making presentations. The winner of the 2018 Speckle Park Miss World competition was River Hill 99Y Faux Cover 18C, owned by River Hill Farm of Neilburg, Saskatchewan, Canada. Congratulations. River Hill 99Y Faux Cover 18C qualified by being awarded the 2018 Canadian Western Agribition Grand Champion Speckle Park Female. Presenting the championship buckle and banner to Corey, Caitlin, Barry, and Elaine Dershrer are PJ Butler, Emily Lochner, and Lee Stringham of Champion of the World Marketing and Genetics. The three regional champions in the Champion of the World competition were from Australia and USA. And the winner of the 2018 Speckle Park Champion of the World competition was Nota 1B Hawkeye 444E, owned by Nota Ranch Speckle Parks, also of Neilburg, Saskatchewan, and Hidden Valley Speckle Parks of Tweed Valley, New South Wales, Australia. Presenting the championship buckle and banner to Jason and Sarah Goodfellow, again, PJ Butler, Emily Lochner, and Lee Stringham of Champion of the World Genetics and Marketing. Congratulations to Jason and Sarah, as well as to the Derscherers on their 2018 Miss World and Champion of the World winners. The 2019 Speckle Park Champion of the World competition takes place from the 1st to the 14th of December 2019, this year to be judged by Hector Bonamy of Uruguay, Stuart Roby of New Zealand, Miranda Liesel of Sweden, and Leon Don Wilson of Canada. Pictures being taken with our Miss World in our Farm Fair International Speckle Park ring. Tracy, do you want to take us through what's happening in your ring?
Well, most definitely, Rob. This is class number 9 in the AOB show here in ring number 2. This is our bull calves. And realize for the folks that are following along over in the stands, this is our bull calf class. It is our bull calf championship class. And well, it's also our champion AOB bull as well. So Judge Pete Smith is going to take some time to deliberate on who he will select as his champion and reserve, and of course placing the class, the remainder of it as well. But we too have some Champion of the World presentations to take place, but I think, Rob, we're just going to wait a few minutes for that, offer our Judge Pete Smith the opportunity to deliberate, and I think in the meantime, we may have an opportunity to focus on ring number 1 and hear what we have to say in this really exciting Speckle Park Bull Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been very happy to have, I would say, 2 of our own young folks who were kind of a little bit raised here in the halls of the Expo Center, as well as in show rings and show barns across Canada. To have folks like Riley and Jill who've been doing it since they were before knee-high to a grasshopper, from families that have been committed to raising the best genetics that there is just the most perfect type of foundation that you can create for our shows here at Farm Fair. With comments on the final class of our Speckle Park show, our Grand Champion Bull class, here is Riley Mader.
Well, folks, this has been a lot of fun for Jill and I to come out and evaluate these cattle. We kind of giggled to each other on our drive here this morning that this is, I think, the first year that my family in about 37 years hasn't exhibited at Farm Fair International. So it was a little different feeling as we drove up the road 2 days late to head to Farm Fair. But it's certainly an honor to be asked to come out and evaluate these cattle. We've had a great day here looking through females and bulls in the Speckle Park show. Something interesting Jill and I did last May was we headed over to Australia for, I guess it was about a month. We traveled around, and it was very, very neat and very rewarding to see the Canadian genetics and the influence that you guys as breeders have had over there. You know, it was one of the only, I think it was the only Canadian breed that was represented at the show we were at there, and it was very neat to see. And I think you guys, hats off to you, I guess. I mean, you're breeding great genetics here, and you're sending your genetics worldwide, and that's very neat to see. I mean, that tells you guys are really on the right track and what you're doing, what you're breeding, and the type of people you are to deal with. So congrats to you guys on that. The cattle, the bulls we got out in front of us, I think it's been a real neat real neat going through these cattle. We've saw a lot of different types and kinds, and I guess I believe there's no one kind that we're trying to follow when we're looking at cattle throughout the day. There's good cattle in a frame score 6. There's good cattle in a frame score 4. There's the calving ease type of bulls. There's the bull producing type of bulls. The performance type of bulls. I think that's very important to have that diversity within a breed, and it's certainly showing us here today with the type of cattle that we saw that you guys have certainly got to the point that you've got the genetic base, you've got the breeders doing it that are doing a tremendous job, and what you can offer the commercial world, I think, within Canada here